Is your code a labyrinth of confusion? Are you tired of deciphering what you wrote? In this video, let's explore the mind-blowingly simple yet most effective techniques to transform your confusing code into a masterpiece of clarity and make it a breeze to understand and maintain. Writing clean, well-organized code not only improves collaboration among developers, it also enhances understandability, which then minimizes errors and bugs. However, an existing code base might require rewriting a lot of code to make it more understandable. This process is called refactoring. In this video, we're going to explore some clean code techniques that you can use when writing your code, but also when refactoring existing code. These techniques will not only enhance your code's readability, but it'll make it a joy to maintain. These techniques are explained in the book Clean Code by Robert C. Martin. There's an affiliate link down in the description below. What are these techniques? Let's get to it. Technique number 1. Use descriptive variable names. Variable names should convey their purpose and meaning within the context of the code. Using meaningful and descriptive names can greatly enhance the code's understandability. So instead of using cryptic abbreviations like temp or var1 or even something completely ridiculous like t, use something that actually describes what that variable's value represents, like number of students or customer first name. Doing this will provide a lot more clarity in the code and reduces confusion when people come back to maintain the code later. Technique number 2 is to use descriptive function names. Similar to variables, function names should also convey what the function is intended to do. A well-named function improves code readability by enabling other developers, including future you, to understand what it does and its purpose without it having to examine the implementation details. If a function calculates the total price in a shopping cart, a name like calculate total shopping cart price, way more useful and readable and understandable in the future than something generic like calculate price. Technique number 3, break up and simplify functions. Long monolithic functions are just harder to understand and maintain. By breaking them up into smaller, more focused functions, you can improve code organization and readability. Each function should have a single responsibility, which makes it easier to comprehend, but it also makes it easier to test too. Additionally, breaking up functions makes them more reusable, so you can use them in different parts of the code base. Technique number 4, you'll sometimes see abbreviated as DRY, which stands for don't repeat yourself. Duplication in code not only increases the chance of introducing bugs, it also makes it harder to understand too. Whenever you encounter duplicate code, it is essential that you refactor that code into reusable classes or reusable functions. By eliminating redundancy, you promote a more maintainable code base and reduce the likelihood of errors. Technique number 5, simplify complex conditional checks. Complex conditional checks can be a major challenge to comprehend, especially when they involve multiple conditions or nested statements. To enhance code understandability, consider creating Boolean variables with really descriptive names. By breaking down complex conditions into smaller, well-named variables, you provide clear intentions and improve code understandability. Technique number 6, use consistent code formatting. Consistency in code formatting is essential for readability. Adopting a consistent code formatting style is pretty common throughout most projects, and it helps developers read and understand the code more easily. These formatting techniques we're talking about are things like indentation, spacing. It could even be some kind of naming convention for how you name variables or functions. Either way, you need to keep it really consistent across the entire project. This not only makes the code more understandable, it makes it visually appealing, and it can minimize confusion too. I would recommend using automated tools or things like code linters to enforce consistent formatting guidelines. That last technique leads to the question, are there best practices for formatting code? And if there are, what are they? Check out this next video to find out.